You think that they're stupid. This might actually be true, but we don't want to let them know this. So the trick around this to get people to listen to you or to take your advice into consideration is to use the I feel, felt, and found method. So you'd be like, well, if you're listening to them, vent about a problem, you'd be like, well, I found that, and then kind of interject a situation that you've observed and what the solution was. And that way you're planting that seed of an idea, but it becomes their idea, whether or not they actually listen to you. And then you're not coming across so preachy, and they might actually listen to you. Another way to do it is the feel, felt, found method of saying, well, I always felt that blah, 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 or I always feel that people should try this, or whatever. Then if they argue with you, they're actually telling you that they're less likely to argue with you. Let me put it that way. They're less likely to argue with you because you're telling them how you feel, and most people don't want to tell you that what you're feeling or what you have found is false. This is especially true for people with ADD and oppositional defiant disorder, and frankly, any teenager. So a lot of times they will literally rebel against whatever you're saying because their mind automatically jumps to all of the different ways why this won't work. That is the main sales technique that people will use in selling their products. Whatever their argument is to you of why they don't want to buy something, instead of telling this person why they should do what you're asking them to do, you just tell them your stories of, well, I found that most people blah, blah, blah. Or I found that in studies that I have done, or I've found that in the people I work with, they have found that this really, helps them in this way. And then it just plants that idea of maybe they should do their own research and see if it will work for them. It's so much better than coming across as preachy because people will shut down immediately when you start doing that. Out of sheer defensiveness and their psychological need to protect themselves and their self-esteem. They don't want people to think they're stupid. So they're going to react in ways that are going to tell you all the ways they're not stupid.